Hello everybody, Mark here. Today I'm going to be having a couple of meat pies. I'm going to be having some potatoes and I'm going to bunch of veg and some gravy made up with water from the veg. Now the pies are these. I'm going to be doing a review on these pies as well. They're the Co-op's own brand steak pie. British steak in a rich gravy encased in a short crust pastry base with a puff pastry lid. There you go. So anyway, so it's steak pie, beef 40% in this pie, and it's got beef stock and all that kind of stuff. 180 degrees at 30 minutes, gas mark 4, 350 Fahrenheit. Okay, anyway, so two of those. I've got a plate load of potatoes, which I'm going to be microwaving first, and then finishing them off in the air fryer. There we go. I'm going to start with the pies. I'll fix this bloody viewfinder. Alright, I'm going to start with the two pies. They're going to go in there for 30 minutes. So, start them off. What did I say? Yeah, 30 minutes at 180. There we go. Alright, so that's that. So they're the thing that takes the longest to cook, so I'll start them first. Now what I'm going to do is to put the potatoes in the microwave. I'll put them in for 8 minutes. There we go. I want to make sure they're good and cooked before I put them in the air fryer, because the air fryer is just to cook the outside. Sometimes if you don't do it properly, it'll if you don't microwave them long enough, they'll just stay raw and crunchy. So 8 minutes, then I'll stick a fork in them, see how they're doing. And while those two are cooking, I'll show you the veg that I'm going to be doing. Now this is the last of one bag of veg. Let me see. This is sliced spring greens, 65p. I bought 3 bags for 8p each. That was a couple of months ago. They've been in the freezer all this time. So this is the last of that particular bag. There we are. What else we got? Oh, we've got some broccoli. I'm going to put a few bits of broccoli in there. Yeah, just all the tiny bits in the bottom. There's some big pieces as well, but I'm getting rid of all the little bits. Yeah, one more bit of broccoli. Sweet corn. Just pour that in roughly, okay. And some bird's eye peas. These were in the deal, the five items for £5 at the Co-op. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like in the pot. There we go. So we've got mixed peas. We've got sweet corn, broccoli, cabbage. Yeah, you know what? I think I've got one more as well. And some carrots. Now, there you go. These have been frozen for ages. These were whole carrots. I froze them. Cut them up and then froze them. Okay, so I'm going to put some water in that, put it on the boil and start cooking them. Oh, Christ. You know what? That little mini oven there, what it's got a setting for oven and grill, and then in the middle for both, right? I had it on grill setting for the last 5 minutes, right? And I've just toasted the tops of the meat pies. Oh God! You know what? I checked the timing. I checked the temperature. I didn't check the setting, grill or oven. So all right, I've gone and toasted the top here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them back in the oven, and then when the time comes, I'll probably just trim off the top. There you go. Trim all that dark off there. Okay, the 8 minutes or 7 minutes wasn't quite enough for the potatoes, so I'm going to put them in for another 4. That should be plenty, and when that's done, I'll put them in the hot air fryer. There we are. Next step, potatoes in the air fryer. I'm going to put them in for 180. I'll put them in there for about 12 minutes, and then just give them a mix up and see how they get on there. while that's cooking, I'll take the opportunity to do a few shout-outs from the book. Now, the other day I did a tortilla wrap filled with pastrami and pork loin and coleslaw. What I'll do at the end of the video, I'll put it in one of these corners here, so you can click on that and have a ganders. And now, a few people wrote in regard to that video. I Give Up said that she recommends the Tesco and the Asda coleslaw. Now, I've done a review of the Asda as well as the Co-op coleslaw. I haven't done the Tesco, but I can tell you that the Asda is very good, about 30p when I bought it. Okay, and also I Give Up says that she makes tortillas with if you put Mark's Remarks tortilla, you'll see a whole bunch of recipes that I've made, but she's done something different. She makes hers with salad, jalapeno peppers, fish fingers and salsa, which is interesting, you know, except for the peppers. I'd probably like the sound of that. Del Trotter, put your wrap in the oven. Well, that's not a bad idea, except I don't know whether that means before or after you actually fold everything up with the ingredients inside. Mind you, either way, well, if it's before, it might make it difficult to fold because it might crisp up. If it's after, interesting, you know. I mean, I prefer the wraps soft, so they're easier to chew, you know. But interesting, in the oven. Let me see, 3 more. I'll do one more and then I'll save the other 2 for a bit later. The Lost Boy called it... Oh yeah, it's Lost Boy gave it a name. He calls it Balmy Pastrami. There you go. That's quite a good name. If you go into a sandwich shop and ask for a Balmy Pastrami, that'd be a good name to put with it. Okay. So thank you to those. I've got 2 more, which I'll do in a few moments. As a Brucey bonus, I found, I think there's 4 slices of bacon left from the other sandwich I did the other day. What I've decided to do, mainly because I messed up that pie by grilling the top of it, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on the full bacon on top of the potatoes that are working away in the air fryer. Okay, now this bacon will probably take about 10 minutes, which is roughly, give or take, well, if the bacon's done before the potatoes, then I'll just take the bacon out and have them sit into one side. It's all going to be reheated anyway. Okay, so that's just an idea. I'm going to be putting the bacon on top of the potatoes, so hopefully the oil or the grease from the bacon will drip into the potatoes. So that's just an idea. Now the bacon is done, the potatoes are still cooking, so I've cut the bacon up. I'm going to put them in here with the vegetables. There we go, just mix them in there. And of course, yeah, waiting on the vegetables. The pie should be done. I'm going to have a look. Yeah, as you can see, the tops of the pies are burnt from when I left them on the grill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tops of the pies off and just leave the underside and the filling. Right, that's the top of the pies off. I've just taken the top off and yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to put the pies in with the other stuff, the vegetables and the bacon, and shortly the potatoes will be done, and then I'll do the gravy. Oh, and while I'm here, I'll just do the last two shout outs. Oh, it's in regard, remember, it's the tortilla wrap filled with pastrami and pork loin coleslaw, that video. I'll put that in the square at the end of the video. But Emo Drifter wrote on that video, should try battered Mars bar in a wrap. Now, the thing is, battered Mars bar, it was popular at some point, just not round here. I think it's up them Yorkshire lot they were eating at. If I could find a place that'll do battered Mars bar, I'll give that a go. I'm not sure about the wrap though, but I'll definitely try a Mars bar if I can find somewhere to do it. And Andrew Winton, is there any food will go into a wrap? Which is true. I've done loads. I've done Christmas dinners, Sunday roast breakfasts, all kinds of stuff. Is there any food that are off limits? Well, pretty much no, as long as they're not full of liquid. You know, I mean, obviously soups and whatnot won't, but I mean, pretty much any foods. You can put coleslaw, even though they have a lot of juice. Sometimes they'll drip out if you overload it with sweet corn. I would avoid, yeah, you know, too much gravy. A little bit of gravy is fine if if it goes with a dish. But that's pretty much it. Just avoid gravy. Don't put any liquids in there, and don't go overboard with the coleslaw because that will drip out. But you can still put lots in it. You know. Anyway, so thank you to all of those for writing. Okay, the potatoes are done. They look nice and brown. The water from the vegetables is, I'm trying to boil it up again so I can make some gravy. Now, right, I'm just going to pour all the potatoes just all over the top. Next job, right, I'm just waiting on the water, and I'll show you what that. All right, 4 spoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll go with half a pint of boiling water. Okay, it's about 30 seconds till the microwave is done. I'm going to pour in some water into the gravy granules. It's going to be approximately half a pint of water, but I want it to be sort of on the thinner side today. I don't want it too thick. Anyway, so yeah, it's always best to put a little bit under to begin with. You can always add more water. Right, that's the dinner. Right, looking for I'll put just a drop more in there. There you go. Yeah, it's all about trial and error. If you get to learn how thick the gravy you want, and remember, just put slightly less water than you think you need, and then you can just add more. Saves you putting more gravy in there. Right, here we go. The last ingredient. Just pour all that out. Oh, spilling the gravy. There. And that is what that looks like. 4 different vegetables, 4 slices of bacon, about 4 potatoes cut up and diced, 2 pies minus the lid, because I grilled it before I baked it. Alright, there's a lesson for you. Yeah, sometimes I end up doing that. It's just, yeah, I ought to pay attention. Alright. Oh. Potatoes you go. Put a little bit of salt on there. Now, what we got? Coming up to 14 minutes. Coming up to 14 minutes. Right. Okay, I'm going to quickly give this pie a go, because I've not had this pie before. Actually, the pastry is quite good. Pastry's soft, although it's had a load of gravy poured on it. But it's got a sort of, there is some bite to it, the gravy. It's not that totally mush. The steak is quite good. I don't see any bits of fat or anything, but sometimes you get that in there. There's a few nice bits of chunks in there. Actually, that bit looked like a bit there.
a bit like kidney, but it was steak though. Yeah, all in all, the pies are very nice. I think it was what, £1.75, I think, for the pies, which is a little bit more than I'd usually spend, but there was limited on the choice. All in all, very nice. Takes a while to cook the potatoes, unfortunately. You've got to put it in the microwave and then the mini oven. But you know, worth it in the long run. Oh, right. Right, well that's that. Okay, I'm going to put that video up that I mentioned. I'm going to put that over here. And thank you to everybody who wrote and who got a shout out. And thank you for watching.